Before this video starts, I want to say while this video won't have major spoilers like the end scene credits, this video does have some spoilers in them. And since we don't have very much footage of the movie outside of the trailers, and I'm scared of this video getting blocked, I'm just going to use the footage that Nintendo and Illumination released before the movie came out. Oh man, the Super Mario Bros. Movie is finally out in theaters, and what a fantastic movie. I swear, it was definitely not what I was expecting. Lots of good action scenes, good humor, and if you're a big Mario fan like me, you will be pointing out every Easter egg you can see. And if you're a Nintendo fan in general, you're going to be pointing out some Easter eggs too. It's also got some heartwarming scenes here and there, so in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Before we get into it, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell so you can get notified whenever I upload. Now, let's get into it. Okay, first off, can we all agree that the 1993 Mario movie was just horrible? It was critically panned, a commercial failure, and it only gained $39 million at the box office. And that was literally less than the whole entire budget for the movie, which was around $40 to almost $50 million. So after all of that, I think it was safe to say that Nintendo didn't want to try dipping into cinema. Until 30 years later, we have a fully animated Super Mario Bros. Movie, and Nintendo finally did it. They made a movie that is pretty successful. 5 years after the original announcement of the movie, the animated Super Mario Bros. Movie is finally out in theaters. And even though it's been out for a couple of days, it's already surpassed the 1993 Super Mario Bros. Movie, with it now currently sitting at $377.6 million at the box office at the time I'm recording this video. The movie has already broken records because it now holds the record for the biggest opening for an animated movie ever, biggest opening for a video game adaptation film ever, and there's also talks about a sequel in early works. I think it's safe to say that us Mario fans are eating. Everyone is enjoying the movie, and that includes me. I definitely enjoyed the movie. And that brings me to my review. Let's start off with how good the plot is. If you watch the trailers, you should know the plot by now. It's basically Bowser trying to steal the star of the Mushroom Kingdom and basically trying to rule the world. So it's basically like the games, but instead of trying to steal Peach, he wants to marry her. So it's like the plot of Super Mario Odyssey. Instead, in Super Mario Odyssey, he actually steals Peach and literally forces her to marry him, but obviously it doesn't go through. The plot is also Mario and Luigi's origin story. If you don't already know, Mario and Luigi are originally from Brooklyn and they have their own plumbing service called, the very fitting name, Super Mario Bros. Plumbing. This is where we meet Spike from the Wrecking Crew game on the NES. And we find out that Spike was originally Mario and Luigi's former boss until they left to start their own business. Of course, because of this, Spike despises them and basically just wreaks havoc and wishes the worst on them and their business. It wasn't until they got a call from a woman for their first job, and they're obviously all excited, until everything goes wrong because of a dog. Yep, the dog just messed up their whole job and left the woman's house a mess. They're obviously all depressed, but this is the scene where we meet all their family. Their mom, dad, grandpa, looks like some cousins and some more family. While all of their family saw the commercial, half of them loved the idea of them starting their own business, but the other half thinks it's stupid, especially their dad. This just leaves Mario to go to his room and want to be alone. And this is where we see Mario and Luigi have that brotherly bond. Even though they're apart for basically almost the whole movie, you could tell that in this movie, Mario and Luigi definitely love each other to the bone. For the people that always thought Mario was a bad brother to Luigi, you're gonna want to rethink that after this movie. There's even a scene where Luigi flashback to when they were toddlers and Luigi's being bullied and Mario stands up for him. And I'm not gonna lie, a tear fell down. Like, I was really not expecting that. But to wrap the plot up, Mario and Luigi get sucked into this pipe. They both go to two separate lands. Mario ends up in the Mushroom Kingdom and Luigi pretty much ends up in Bowser Castle, or called in the movie the Dark Lands. Mario wants to find Luigi. He then meets up with Toad, who helps him find the princess. The princess gets notified and gets Mario trained by going through one tough level. Meets up with DK, defeats him. Mario Kart scene, Mario and Donkey Kong team up scene. Peach and Mario destroys Bowser's quote-unquote wedding. Mario gets reunited with Luigi, saves the Mushroom Kingdom from a bullet bill. Mario and Luigi defeats Bowser with a superstar. Everyone loves them, even their family and Spike. Mario and Luigi move into the Mushroom Kingdom. Everyone's happy in the end. So I think the plot is a perfect plot. Like, I love that we finally got to see Mario's origin story and meet his family. We got to see when Mario first met the Toads in the Mushroom Kingdom. And we finally got to see when Mario and Peach first met. The plot is just incredible in my opinion. As far as humor goes, I think the humor in the movie was pretty good. Lots of really funny scenes, and even made my dad laugh, and he isn't really the easy to make laugh type. There are just too many funny scenes to name. The mini mushroom joke while fighting Donkey Kong, Mario failing at the course while training, and of course we can't forget about the Peaches song sung by Bowser. And to be honest, any scene with Bowser in it was pretty funny. Probably because Jack Black was playing him, and when is Jack Black not funny? A lot of people were worried about the humor because Illumination was working on the movie, and Illumination is known for making some bad jokes in their movies. But I think since Nintendo was basically breathing down Illumination's back with this movie because they know how their fans are, the humor turned out to be pretty great. For music, man, did they go all out with trying to reference music from the Mario games. I mean it when I say all you do while watching this movie is pointing out every reference, and I'm not just talking about physical things. I'm also talking about the music, of course. Mario Kart 8 menu music, Mario Odyssey music, Secret Room music, and of course the credits has a ton of music reference in it. But we can't forget about the musical masterpiece Peaches. We also can't forget about the Super Mario Bros. Super Show theme song being used for their pony commercial. And surprisingly, this movie has some real life songs being played too, like Holding Out for a Hero and Mr. Blue Sky. The remixes of Mario games were just phenomenal. The composer Brian Tyler did an amazing job. For Easter eggs, when I say you're gonna have to look at every edge of the screen, I mean look at every pixel on the screen because there are just way too many to even name. From music to items to places to background characters, there's a scene where Mario, Peach, and Toad visit Bombo Battlefield from Mario 64 and the Sand Kingdom from Mario Odyssey, and a bunch of other places. Not just even Mario references, all Nintendo references. Like there's even a scene where Mario's playing Kid Icarus in his room. You could tell Nintendo wanted to please their fans with this movie, and there's a bunch of Easter eggs during the end credits. Also during the end credits, they thank Mr. Satoru Iwata, which I thought was very nice of them to do. Also, the Illumination intro for the movie was a nice and funny little Mario Kart reference, which I enjoyed. Also, the Nintendo movie opening was pretty cool too. As for animation, man, once the movie first starts, it'll automatically feel like you're playing a Mario game. I mean, when they get into the Mushroom Kingdom, it'll make you want to grab a controller and start controlling Mario and the characters yourself. The coloring, the effects, and just the whole vibe of the movie will make it seem like you're playing a Mario game. And of course, I think that's what they were obviously going for. I mean, I think Illumination does good with the animation in their movies, but of course with Nintendo's help, they made this movie even better. Nintendo even had Illumination update their lighting and rendering technology just for the movie. So thank God we had Nintendo's help for this movie. Now, for my rating for the movie, I literally give this movie a 10 out of 10 perfect movie. And I'm pretty sure that if you are the biggest Mario fan like me, you would give it the same rating. From the heartwarming brother scenes, the funny scenes, to the animation, the music, and the Easter eggs, not to mention what happens during the end credits scene, this movie was just perfection. And that was my review on the Super Mario Bros. Movie. If you've seen the movie, do you agree with my rating? Did it surprise you? Tell me everything in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like this, consider subscribing and hitting that bell so you can get notified whenever I upload. And make sure to follow all my socials that are on screen right now. All links will be in the description. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.